In today's video, I want to take you guys through a plethora of PlayStation 4 game reveals and updates. While CyberPunk 2077 has been delayed, another CyberPunk game will make its way to the PlayStation 4 on February 5th. We've got the release date leaked for a major upcoming remaster that I'm personally very excited for. A 90s survival horror-inspired title comes to PS4 in February. We got an action cycling game, a collection of the Mortal Kombat titles, and Nioh 2 has gotten an update as well, and we'll take a look at that at the end of this video. But first up, let's talk 7th Sector. This is a rather interesting title that was released on PC all the way back in March of 2019, and it is a cyberpunk game, an adventure cyberpunk game with the theme of robots. It notes, welcome to the 7th Sector, set in a mysterious cyberpunk world. Immerse yourself on this intricate path, solving different puzzles, facing its dangers, and collecting scattered information to discover the story of this world. Gain control over several different characters, each with its own abilities, which can help you navigate the world's devices and machinery. Some of the choices and actions will determine the final outcome. Features include varied and unique puzzles, control several characters, immersive soundtrack by Nobody's Nail Machine, and branching system of 4 different endings. So this game came out last year on PC and it was received rather well. 316 user reviews as of the recording of this video, 80% positive, recent reviews 16 and 81% positive. Released at $12.99 on PC as a part of the Steam Lunar New Year sale. It's actually discounted 60% off to $5.19. Excited to see this one make the transition to PlayStation 4. I know it's not the cyberpunk game everybody's waiting for, however, it is a quirky, interesting little title in its own right that hopefully can hold us over for a little bit, and who knows, 7th Sector might be a game that surprised a lot of people. Again, the initial release price point was $12.99, so I imagine that's the price that it's going to come out on PS4 as well. We did get a teaser trailer uploaded, and that looks rather good. A very atmospheric and thematic game, so excited to see the release of that. Again, that'll be dropping February 5th. Alright, moving on from that, here's something I am very excited for. Seemingly, the release date has been leaked for Spongebob Rehydrated, and it's got a very interesting release date. Via an infographic from Nintendo, the release date for SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated has been inadvertently revealed. According to the timeline, the remaster of the fan-favorite PS2 title will be reportedly ready for release on the 22nd of May. Now, if this is the release date, it actually is going head-to-head with The Last of Us Part 2, which I know there isn't a lot of decision-making, and they don't get to make a lot of the decisions and methodically plan out when a game is going to be released, especially given the fact Last of Us 2 was originally scheduled to release in February, and these things are usually worked out well ahead of time. They usually have a tentative release date in mind, but SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom coming on May 22nd, I think the game is still going to do rather well, given the fact it's coming out on literally every platform: PC, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and this is the quirky kind of experience that you're just gonna buy just to experience it. SpongeBob is such an iconic IP that if you're in the same boat with me and you have that nostalgic attachment towards SpongeBob, that inherently is gonna get you a little excited. And then the game itself is actually really good, and I think from the standpoint of it being a really good platformer, other people are gonna check it out as well. I think a lot of people are gonna check it out on the basis of having that attachment towards SpongeBob, but it's also a quality platformer that's getting a significant remake here. And the game notes, are you ready, kids? The cult classic is back, faithfully remade in sponge-tastic splendor. Play as SpongeBob, Patrick, and Sandy and show the evil plankton that crime pays even less than Mr. Krabs. Want to save Bikini Bottom from lots of rampant robots with your mighty bubbles? Of course you do. Want to underpants bungee jump? Why wouldn't you? Want to join forces in a brand new multiplayer mode? The battle is on. Play as SpongeBob, Patrick, and Sandy and use their unique set of skills, thwart Plankton's evil plan to rule Bikini Bottom with his army of wacky robots. Meet countless characters from the beloved series, and with the remake, some additional features are being added. It's a faithful remake of one of the best SpongeBob games ever created. High-end visuals, modern resolutions, and carefully polished gameplay. Brand new Horde mode multiplayer for up to 2 players, online and offline. Restored content that was cut from the original game, like the Squidward boss fight and more. So that's probably the most exciting part of this remake. So May 22nd is when you can expect to check out SpongeBob Rehydrated. I'm very much excited for it. Obviously, when it comes to May 22nd and I pick up Last of Us 2 and SpongeBob Rehydrated, which game am I going to go to first? Probably you guys are in the same boat as the majority of other people. The Last of Us 2 is what we're going to bolt towards. However, SpongeBob Rehydrated probably is going to be that charming, quirky title that's going to be able to offset the emotional roller coaster that is The Last of Us 2, so do expect to play that come May 22nd. Alright, on top of that, we've got the 90s survival horror-inspired title Dawn of Fear, and that's coming to the PlayStation 4 on February 3rd. Good Game Publishing and developer Broken Sight will release Dawn of Fear, a PlayStation Talents game inspired by 90s survival horror games for PlayStation 4 through the PlayStation Store. So what is Dawn of Fear? Well, it tells the story of Alex, a young man with a past marked by tragedy. His mother died when she gave birth to him. His father carries on with his life and married again. After some time, Max is born and become Alex's stepbrother. One day, returning from Max's training, they suffer a car accident. Alex, Max, and their father were traveling in the car, and only Alex survived the accident. After a time of mourning, Alex manages to rebuild his life, but his stepmother does not, and ends up in a psychiatric hospital. 3 years later, he receives a letter saying that his stepmother has died, and decides to return to the family home to pick things up. When he arrives there, he does not find his childhood home, but a world of madness and cruelty from which he does not know if he'll be able to run away from. In order to help Alex survive, you shall have to use logic to solve puzzles, manage your ammo in order to not get helpless, and keep your cold blood to avoid being dragged by the horror that permeates the house. You dare. There's an announcement trailer uploaded, and this game definitely has that emphasis of horror on it. It does look a little bit clunky from a gameplay standpoint. However, I'm excited to see how the game ultimately turns out. Again, Dawn of Fear will be hitting the PS4 on February 3rd. Next up, here's a really exciting one. The Mortal Kombat Collection Online has been rated for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC in Europe, and whenever one of these ratings boards has a listing, 99.99% of the time, it's gonna come to fruition. So I think we can expect this one to happen. Mortal Kombat Collection Online was a collection including remastered versions of the first 3 Mortal Kombat games developed by Blind Squirrel Games. As of April 2019, it was reportedly canceled. The new rating suggests that the project is still probably in the works. Peggy noted this Mortal Kombat Collection Online is the original Mortal Kombat trilogy that Mortal Kombat fans have always wanted. Upgraded art, gameplay, and online features provide an incredible experience that revive the classics. And there's a screenshot circulating the web as well. This one we still don't know for a fact if it's happening, but I would imagine that it would be happening given that it does have a ratings board listing, and again, usually those do come to fruition. Alright, next up, since we don't know much about that, Descenders is coming to PlayStation 4 and Switch this spring. The game is already available on PC, so nice to see this one make its way over to the PS4. Now, if you don't know what Descenders is, it's an incredibly well-received game. It's an extreme downhill free riding for the modern era with procedurally generated worlds and where mistakes have real consequences. Will you lead your team to glory and become the next legendary Descender? Obviously, a game like this is immediately going to see some comparisons towards Trials. However, from a technical standpoint, definitely a little bit above that. And it's had a very positive reception on Steam. All-time reviews, 1,792 user reviews, 93% positive. Recent reviews paint an even more positive picture, 134 user reviews, and 96% of those are positive. Game also has a 78 on Metacritic, which I would take that with a grain of salt. 78 is a relatively strong score, but for a game like this that did come a little under the radar, I've just noticed that these games aren't scored as highly. Whatever the case may be, you've got procedurally generated worlds, take on different jumps, slopes, and hill bombs every time you play. Freestyle bike controls control every subtle movement of your rider with an in-depth physics system made for slick whips and scrubs. Rogue bike and special mutators each time you play and work out which abilities work best for your riding style. Build your rep. A fully featured online rep system lets you show off your worth and earn new bikes and threads. Fully licensed soundtrack and become the next Descender. Can you survive the game in a single run and reach the ranks of a legendary Descenders? Again, the game has been really well received by everyone that's played them, and while we don't have an official release date, it will be coming to the PlayStation 4 this spring. And lastly, I do want to give a shout that Nioh 2 has gotten a brand new story trailer, but it's also gotten its post-launch DLC announced. Publisher Tecmo Koei and developer Team Ninja have released the official story trailer and announced post-launch downloadable content plans for Nioh 2. In Nioh 2, players will journey to 1555 feudal Japan, a country gripped in the misery and madness of endless warfare, and play as a mute rogue living as a hired mercenary and renowned yokai hunter. Born to and abandoned by human and yokai parents, you are burdened with the ability to take on supernatural yokai form. As far as the post-launch downloadable content, they noted, we have 3 major downloadable content releases planned, with each focusing on a different storyline that predates the events of Nioh 2, promising hours of additional gameplay that but will provide plenty of challenge for those thirsting for more. Similar to the original Nioh, players can expect new weapons, new combat abilities, and new characters, with each downloadable content incorporating both multiple main and submissions. The 3 downloadable content packs are included in Nioh 2 Season Pass, which forms part of the game's digital deluxe edition, which is now available for pre-order. In addition to the main game and downloadable content, you'll also get premium in-game items such as the Demon Horde armor set and Kodama Netsuke charm. For players who purchase the Nioh 2 Special Edition, in addition to the main game and Season Pass, you'll receive an exclusive steelbook case and the Art of Nioh 2 booklet. Nioh 2 is due out for the PlayStation 4 on March 12th in Japan, and worldwide release will be happening soon thereafter on March 13th. So Nioh 1 was a really great game, Nioh 2 shaping up to be a big improvement upon that as well. So that's going to conclude this video. Again, the CyberPunk title in 7 sectors coming to the PS4 on February 5th. It looks like Spongebob Rehydrated will be dropping on May 22nd. 90s survival horror title Dawn of Fear hits the PS4 on February 3rd. Mortal Kombat Collection Online has been rated for the PS4. Descenders is coming to the PS4 this spring, and we've got Nioh 2 story trailer. On top of that, we've gotten details on the post-launch DLC. That's going to conclude this video. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.